Welcome back to another video with That's Awkward ASMR. My name is Tatiana, and today I'm going to be talking about Cat Café Manager and why it might be a good idea for you to check this game out, especially if you love cats. I hope you enjoy this game review. There are a lot of other game reviews on this channel. There's an entire playlist dedicated to them, so feel free to check them out. If you want to see me play Cat Café Manager, I did play the entire story part of the game on my second channel. You can feel free to go and check that out. All the streams that I had done on the game are up there. I think there's like 4 streams. Wasn't too long of a game, but was a lot of fun. I was definitely interested in this game because it's obviously a cafe management game, and it really reminded me of like Diner Dash. Do y'all remember Diner Dash? Diner Dash slapped. Like Diner Dash was so good, and it reminded me a lot of that, and like Flow on the Go, which was like another game in the Diner Dash line of games. It was really good, and I loved that game growing up. Like that game was like one of my favorite games to like go and play, because there was like a free version floating around that you could play online, and so I played it. And this game like reminded me of that in a lot of ways. You can take orders of customers, you can run your restaurant by hiring staff, you can train everyone, you can level up your cats. There's like different types of customers that have like different needs and different wants, different decor. A lot of stuff from like I remember from Diner Dash were like in this game, and that was like the main thing that drew me to the game, was the fact that it looked so much like that game, and it looked fun in general. Games like this I find are like, for me, it's a hit and miss. Either I love them or I'm like, I didn't really like that game, and this was one that I really enjoyed playing. It is available on PC and Nintendo Switch, but if you get this on Nintendo Switch, please be aware I did end up getting this for PC and Switch because I had like gold saved up on the Switch, so it was like a couple dollars. So I used my gold. So it was really cheap on the Switch, but the Switch version I heard had a lot of issues, and it does have a lot of issues. I actually would recommend holding off on the Switch version for a little bit, just because there are a lot of bugs. If you're someone who doesn't mind about bugs, like if you save your progress every day, you should be fine. Some of the bugs I encountered were crashing, which happened in the earlier parts of the game. I'm not done the story part of the game on my Switch save. I played it on PC for streaming, where that version has like no bugs. It's been updated the most, and that's mostly because it's not that they haven't tried to upgrade the Switch version, it's that Nintendo takes a really long time to approve when patches are released for games, especially for indie devs. So it has taken them a while to get it approved, and since then they've released quite a few patches. So the PC one is farther, and it has way less, like almost no issues. Any bugs I did encounter in the first couple streams, if you watch them, you'll notice I had some, were pretty much completely fixed by the time I was like in the end part of the game. So for the Switch, there's crashes, so if you save regularly, like you kind of like, it doesn't matter. It's obviously a bad thing, but like at least you're safe for the day is done. So after you do your day, save every time or something important happens, save. I also found, and this is something that has basically really affected me playing the game, and actually has made me pause the game playing on Switch, there's a bug that causes menu items to deselect, and I can't reselect them, or if I reselect them, I can only reselect a few. On the PC version, you can have all the items like available at all times. Like you can have water, pretzels, like pancakes, all of this stuff can be up at the same time. But on the Switch version, for some reason, it's deselecting like water, and then customers are coming and asking for it, and I'm like, I have water, like, and I go to see, and when I try to check it so that it's on the menu, something else will get deselected, which is really weird, and that doesn't happen on the PC version. Sometimes you can't even see what is selected and on the menu. It's very weird. So that has actually caused me to kind of stop playing the game. They also had a balancing issue with a certain currency. There's like multiple currencies, we'll get into that, but one of the currencies was a little more difficult to get and wasn't balanced, and like I noticed it wasn't balanced in the first part of my playthrough, but the PC got the patch, so it was towards the end it was much easier to play, but with the Switch, because it hasn't been fixed, it's gotten to the point where it's a very tedious method to gain this currency, and it's just kind of frustrating because it just slows down your progress in a certain amount of days. So that has kind of made me stop playing the Switch version as much, and I'm kind of waiting for the patch myself to continue playing on there. And sometimes I also notice that like the spacing for where you stand to do things is off on the Switch. Like it's off by a space, it feels like. So like where I would stand to make food in the kitchen on the PC, on the Switch it takes a lot longer for it to track where like that standing point is and to let me like actually cook something. So there are a lot of things on the Switch that I would say can make it very unenjoyable, and I actually preferred playing on PC just because it was the better way to play with less bugs. So the patches are going out. I don't know when they'll get up. I'm waiting for them as of me recording this. May 10th, okay? They're not up yet. So maybe by May 11th or whenever this is out, maybe we'll know, like, we'll know if it's updated or not. But I'll let you guys know in the pinned comment when it does get updated, so you guys can go and enjoy the game if you have it for Switch. Done with bugs aside from the switchboard. The story is really cute and fun. You're basically going to take care of your grandmother's cafe. I believe at this point your grandmother has passed away, and you I inherited the cafe, I think, like Stardew energy, like you inherited it, I think, and you came from the city, and now you're going in this small town, and you meet a bunch of people who knew your grandmother and who were like friends with your grandmother, and you're basically taking up the helm to make this cat cafe. There were a lot of really cool mechanics in the game and stuff, which we'll get into, but for story, it's your pretty standard, taking care of the town. You upgrade things in your cafe by unlocking things inside of this literal cat shrine. I won't get into it too much because I think it might be, I'd like you guys to experience it, but it's nothing like crazy or groundbreaking. It was a very cute, nice story. A lot about like getting to know the people in town, and the best part is after the main kind of story finishes, you can keep upgrading your cafe. You unlock more things to do. I haven't really looked at them yet. I haven't played since I finished the story. I haven't jumped back in. But it said that there was like all of this stuff is unlocked. So you basically just work through like making sure your customers are happy, and then basically as they give you hearts and stuff and they're like very excited about your cat cafe being upgraded and getting better, then you use that to basically fix up this area, and then that progresses the story. So a lot of different customers, from artists to punks to fishermen, like a whole bunch of different kinds. There's some more as well, and they all have like different currencies. Some, like, for example, fishermen will pay in fish because that is the currency that they use. Some people pay in gold, some people pay in nectar, all kinds of different things, and each of these currencies can get you different things, like items for your cats, items like furniture items, or upgrading your kitchen with like a stove, for example, or a milkshake maker, stuff like that, to make your cafe as good as it can be. You also can do things like buy lures for cats, so you can put some stuff out for your cats. You can buy also ingredients. That's what I was thinking. I couldn't think of it. You can buy ingredients as well, but you can buy these things called lures for your cats, and you can for cats, you put it outside in a bowl, and it attracts different kinds of cats, and you can adopt these cats after putting out a couple lures and kind of going and petting the cats when they get to know you, when they trust you. And if you have room in your cafe, you can adopt these cats. And there's all kinds of cats. There's some cats that maybe aren't necessarily cats, but we love them nonetheless. Rocket Raccoon ruled our place. But it's really cool. I actually haven't collected all the cats. I'm really interested in having my cafe have a whole bunch of cats, as many as I can. But if you ever run out of room, a really cool thing the game does is let you send the cats away to a forever home to people in town, which was a really cool thing. Like, the more that you've taken care of the cat and you've upgraded, like, I guess, parts of the cat, like basically which customers enjoy them, because each cat can be, for example, punks may like this cat more, or fishermen may like this cat more. You can kind of upgrade the system that way, just how you would upgrade different skills for your for yourself, your own character, or for your employees and stuff inside the cafe, which was really cool. And it seems like the higher that is for your cats, like the longer you've had your cats and the more you've taken care of them, then the almost like the happier they'll be at the home that you send them to. And that's really cool. That was really cool that you could check the message board and do that. We gave a couple cats away to forever homes, and it made you feel good. It was a little sad, but you felt good. And because I wondered, like, if you got the restaurant too full, how they dealt with that. So I thought that was a really nice and really wholesome way to, like, you know, be able to move the cats on and have better homes. As you can keep adopting more cats, you also have the ability to customize your restaurant or your cafe in any way you want. So you can actually get up a currency like wood and just use it to decorate your cafe any way you want. You can put walls wherever you want. I just remodeled it before the end of that stream that I did for it, the last one I did for the game, and it was really fun. There was a lot of things I was able to do, from customizing my menu, getting new ingredients, making sure that I was changing the menu enough. Sometimes if I didn't and I waited too long, which happened a lot, customers would be like, "Where's the pancakes at?" And I had to get pancakes. So I liked the managing of it, like managing all these different facets, but it wasn't overwhelming. It was actually very relaxing and chill. Those were very chill, like, streams when I did them, and I had just such a good time chilling and playing the game. You can cook the food if you want, you know, basically just holding down a button, but I was cooking anyway. That's cooking. I was cooking, and you can, like, serve, you can talk, lots of really, really cool things in the game. So I personally liked it. I think if you like, for example, Diner Dash, it's gonna slap. It's gonna slap. It's a super cute art style. I love 2D games, like, as much as I love 3D and the AAA, you know, big games. Cozy 2D games are, like, so chill and so relaxing. And if you like cats, you're gonna like this game. I often had chat naming the cats I had. Shout out Teeny Jr. If y'all saw, y'all will know about Teeny Jr. peeing on the floor. Like, you also have to make sure that the cats, like, have enough to make them feel comfortable. So you always have to make sure you're paying attention to your cats as well, and, like, refilling their bowls and things like that. It was a really cute, wholesome game, and I'm a little bit disappointed that the Switch port has been so rough at its launch. It's been almost a month since launch, and there hasn't been an update, which, you know, I don't know if that's I don't think that's necessarily them not getting the updates out. I feel like that might be Nintendo just delaying it, and then if they're trying to add things, I don't know if that delays it more. I've never, you know, submitted a game to Nintendo, not yet anyway, so, you know, I don't know if that's why it's been taking so long, but, you know, let's hope it gets up there soon, because this game is really fun. It was super chill to play. I want to keep playing it. I'm going to keep playing it on PC, and, you know, when it does get patched, I will try it again on the Switch. Again, I will try it. Y'all remind me in case, but I will try to remember to put a pinned comment when the patch goes out so that you guys can enjoy it and have a good time. So yeah, what else can I say? Anything I didn't like? The only thing I didn't like was that Nectar was taking so long to get, because Nectar is the currency to buy food, and I was running out of food a lot, which became really frustrating. But once they patch that, it's not a big deal anymore. You don't have to do as many days with, like, one type of customer. That's kind of like something you can do to make sure you get a lot of currency of something if you're trying to save up for something. And I found I was just having so many days where I needed to get Nectar, because I literally, like, couldn't buy the bread for the sandwiches, and I couldn't do stuff. But when they fixed it and balanced it out, it works much better. So that was my complaint, but they patched it. Yeah, it's a good game. You also get to know all of the certain characters, like characters in town, and you can, like, invite them to your cafe with a phone booth. It rings, and then you can be like, "Oh, time to go and, like, invite Finley, or, like, invite someone over, or Arwal, I think, was another one of the characters, and you can, like, invite them over, and then you basically, as long as your cafe, I think, is, like, at a point where there's a lot of things they enjoy, then they'll be really happy, and you get extra, basically, heart points and stuff to unlock more things. So it was a good game. I think all in all, if you like management games, very cozy, calm, chill games, this is a game you don't want to miss, even if cats aren't your favorite, okay? Personally, I like dogs, but I think that's, like, a little more, and I think it's truly only because I've been around dogs more, because I can handle being around dogs. Last time I was around a cat, your girl went to the hospital. and got oxygen. That's how bad it is. I'm serious. And you know what I did? I played with the cat, and then that's why I needed to go get oxygen. So it's not for my dislike of cats. It's literally, they're my kryptonite. I hope you enjoyed this review of the game. It was kind of a more basic, chill review. I just kind of wanted to talk about it. I really enjoyed it. There were a lot of aspects of the game, like I mentioned, that were really cool, and they were fun. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you're going to check out Cat Café Manager, let me know down below. I would love to know what you guys think of it if you have played it. Personally, love this game, and I hope you get to check it out. As always, I hope that you have sweet, sweet dreams of gaming.